Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I have a question.
Okay.
What is a woman?
A female human being with 2 X chromosomes.
It should be a very simple question to answer.
It is.
What is a woman?
I literally read you the answer in the dictionary.
Until that can be answered.
What do you mean until it can be answered? It's already been solved. This is like asking the public what water is. Are there other words you don't know the definition to that the entire world knows by the time they're 1 year old? Like, do you know what a chair is? What about an apple? How about a moron?
Can anybody just give a definition
So you're just going to ignore the dictionary?
of what a woman is?
Are you a dictionary denier?
That's it.
Okay, well, you'll just be waiting forever, I guess, if you're just not going to accept answers.
What?
You know what? I got to get out of here. Good luck on your search.
Yeah, so grandma hit the fucking dab pen? Dude. Yeah, she queefed.
Let me tell you something. If you don't like me, okay, or I'm not your type, why the fuck do you keep texting me like all these other stupid bitches?
Welcome to DarthNews. Thank you all for tuning in. I do appreciate you. I appreciate the view. And as always, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that fucking bell. Wait, that doesn't really matter. So if you're not, feeling it, just don't like something that you don't really like. Only like it if you really like it, or subscribe if you really want to subscribe. It's not a big deal, But just thank you for being here. That's a huge deal. So that's the first step. Showing up. That's the first step. Anyway, thanks for showing up. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get into today's special edition. There's only 2 sexes, and you won't change my mind. All right, so I'm trying to get a read on how many bigots are watching this video right now. So if you believe there's only 2 sexes, go ahead and smash that like button. And don't give me that, oh, what about the intersex? Just fuck you. There's 2 sexes, and if you believe that, smash like, you bigots.
Yo, any ladies looking for a boyfriend? I'm available.
Ladies, get you a man that can...
It's over! We're done!
Sorry.
This really should have been called Special Edition when real women get fed up with woke shit. Because that's exactly what's happening with a swim team. What I'm talking about specifically is men competing in women's sports. Biological men competing in women's sports. Whether it's weightlifting, soccer, volleyball, or swimming. Such as in this story today. Today's story revolves around a man who identifies as a woman and joined a swim team and is crushing all of the records. All of them. And it's gotten to the point where the teammates are just like, yay, go you, we're so happy for you. Their enthusiasm for this trans person on their team is fake, it's phony. And they all are frustrated, they all are pissed off because a man has biological advantages over a woman. And they know that because they're real women. They understand that men are bigger, faster, stronger. It's just the way it is. Sorry, but it's just... Look up all the statistics. It's just true. That has nothing to do with being a misogynist. It's just, we're just built bigger and stronger. We have bigger bones. These swimmers are so pissed off because the record that this trans person beat on the women's swim team is a record that probably won't be beaten ever, because it's only like 39 seconds, I think, or 38 seconds. It's something like that. But 38 seconds when you're timing a swim race, that's forever. That's an eternity. That's a long time. It's a huge gap. These girls have been competing their entire lives and have been breaking records their entire lives just for some man to jump on their team and be like, I'm going to beat all your records because you a bunch of pussies. It's got to be humiliating and just insulting to women who want, like a safe space for actual biological females. Yeah, make your own separate trans teams. Make trans compete against other trans. Okay, make their own league. Don't Don't do shit like this. And these swimmers who are all behind closed doors, really upset with what's going on with this trans person just beating all of their records, and the coach just is like, yes, winning, because the coach only cares about winning. But behind closed doors, everybody's annoyed. Everyone's frustrated with men being on a women's team and then just crushing all their records. And they've been silent for so long, and so many people, not just on this team, but so many people are being silent because they don't want to be attacked by the mob. They don't want to be canceled. They don't want their lives destroyed because they're just normal people that are just frustrated. But as soon as you voice your opinion and it goes against the mob, oh, you're done, son. You're fucking done. They're gonna come after you, and they're gonna take everything away from you. And these women on the swim team know this. They know that they're fucked if they speak out. So finally, there's a few teammates who've wanted to speak out for a long time that are now speaking out because they are legally protected. They're allowed to stay anonymous. No one's going to find out who they are. So they're allowed to speak freely now without, fear of being doxxed. Or just destroyed by the mob. And they're speaking their truth. And this is how women feel across the board when it comes to competitive sports and men competing in women's leagues. It's just, I don't care if you're on hormone blockers. Oh, I took a couple of hormone blockers, so I'm definitely on your level now. I'm not a man anymore. I'm definitely not stronger than you. I'm not saying women aren't strong. There's plenty of strong women. There's definitely some women out there that can kick my ass for damn sure. But 9 out of 10, more like 9.5 out of 10. You gotta add the midgets. I mean, I can't say that. Fucking little people, whatever. But 9.5 out of 10 women, I will. I'm gonna win in a fight. And that's not misogyny. That's biology. This should come as no surprise to anybody. So I'm gonna stop ranting. We're just gonna go ahead and jump into today's article, and then I guess we'll wrap it up like a nice little penis on Christmas morning. So, Applejack, hit it.
All right, well, it looks like multiple UPenn swimmers are now speaking out against their transgender teammates' absolute dominance in the women's competitions. The female identifying University of Pennsylvania athlete Leah Thomas, a biological male, mind you, has been lauded for smashing multiple records in the women's swimming competitions at UPenn. They say even after a Wednesday team meeting where a source says Penn administration says, quote, they strongly advised against its swimmers to avoid talking to the media about the situation surrounding transgender Penn swimmer Leah Thomas. This is the administration of the university telling its students, its athletes, to keep their mouth shut and just bend the knee. Take it. You just take it and you fucking love it. Just accept it. Just love it. I'll fuck you till you love it. That's what they're saying. They're saying deal with it. The university is literally telling its students, its paying students, to shut the fuck up, accept what you're being told, bend the knee, obey, and don't ask any questions. And if you do speak out, you will be removed from this university. Well, they didn't say that, but I'm assuming that's what they would do if they could. I mean, if they didn't face a lawsuit, but this is literally... just the simple fact that the university is kind of forcing, pressuring, coercing, convincing its students, its paying students to keep their mouth shut or else, it should raise a lot of red flags. It should worry you. The fact that they're trying to control what you can say and think at a university, which is, should be the epicenter of free thought. It should be like the pinnacle of where, free thought is accepted, or should I say used to be accepted, is now trying to control your thoughts, what you can believe and not believe, what you're allowed to think is okay and not okay. I mean, please, just try to wrap your mind around this for a second. How the fuck do you have a university which is like screaming liberal, lefty, fucking social justice, all about women's rights, the fucking women's, all their rights are taken away, we have to give them the equal pays. How are these universities that are all about women's rights and women's equality literally telling women, biological women, to stop crying and deal with it? It doesn't matter that a guy joined your all-female team and is crushing your records that you worked so hard to get. It doesn't matter, okay? Because there's no such thing as gender, right? So the second female Penn swimmer to speak out was granted anonymity due to what is viewed as threats from the university, activists, and the political climate. Wants people to know that Penn swimmers are, quote, angry over the lack of fairness in the sport as Leah Thomas destroys the record books and brings fellow teammates to tears. I mean, how can you not just feel like a total asshole, a total douchebag, a total piece of shit? How can this man, Leah Thomas, feel good about himself and continue doing what he's doing, knowing that you are destroying these girls' records, you're bringing them to tears, nobody wants you on the team, but you're still gonna just stay on it and just be like, fuck you, I'm a woman, Like, what possesses people to want to do this? Like, whatever. I'm a women's. I got all my hormone blockers and stuff, and like, I'm blocked all the hormones, so I'm basically a woman. I'm gonna get my surgery in a couple of years. I'm still thinking about it. Like, I don't know, like cutting off my penis is like a serious thing, but regardless, I'm gonna tuck it so that way you won't be able to tell when I'm in my swimsuit. No one will know. Everyone will just think I'm a woman. Everyone knows I'm a woman. I'm a fucking girl. I'm a woman. God damn, fuck. Like, I mean, like, I swear to God, like, I'm gonna shoot the next person in the fucking face that misgenders me, okay? But first, that means I have to go buy a gun, and I'm against guns, so never mind. I take that back. I'll just slap you. I'll slap you in the face. I won't shoot you, okay? Just calm down. You won't die, okay? But seriously, I'm a woman's. And I have a penis. I'm like a special I'm like, you know, it's all about what's on the inside, okay? It's not about like the muscles or the testosterone or the hormone blockers. It's not about that. It's not about a pussy or a penis. It's about your will to win. Anyways, to get back to the point, what should be worrying everybody is that this swimmer that's speaking out was granted anonymity due to what was viewed as threats from the university and activists. Your own university is threatening you. So she had to lawyer up, I guess, or find some kind of legal protection so that way she wouldn't be, so her name wouldn't be dragged through Twitter. I mean, nobody wants to deal with that, especially if you're not like a celebrity. If you're not a famous person, you know, you're not supposed to like take that kind of a beating from a mob. You're just not. Okay, maybe if you shoot somebody in cold blood or you're a child pedist or something like that, yeah, okay, yes, drag those people. But people that are just frustrated with the fact that men are just identifying as they're just saying they're a woman and they're just joining these women's teams and just undoing all of the hard work that they've put in over the years to achieve these records, to break these records, just to have it broken by somebody overnight that will be almost impossible to beat. This is insanity. This should scare you, that a university is essentially threatening their swimmers, their athletes, their students. They say the second Penn swimmer to come forward was at the University of Akron Zippy Invitational, where she watched Leah Thomas beat fellow teammate Anna Calendadez, sorry about that, where she watched her teammate beat Anna by 38 seconds in the 1650 freestyle. Outkick sources described Penn swimmers on the Akron pool deck as upset and crying, knowing that they were going to be demolished by Thomas. And that's just the thing, man. It's not just the women on the team that Leah Thomas is on that are frustrated. It's all of the women that he's competing against. I mean, he's going to beat all of them, and they know it. And that's why they're crying, because they don't have a chance. This is fucked up, man. There should be some kind of lawsuits somewhere. There just should be. Okay? It's fucked up. It's like, okay, so you grant trans all these rights, right? You give the trans people all the rights, but by giving them their rights, you're taking away biological female rights. This is just so fucking backwards. The article goes on to say, quote, they feel so discouraged because no matter how much work they put into it, they're going to lose. Usually they can get behind the blocks and know they outtrained all their competitors and they're going to win and give it all they've got. And just like I've been saying this whole video, they're right. You know, they're exactly right. These ladies are among some of the most talented, fittest, and finest athletes in the country and possibly the world. They could run circles around most people in the water. Yet there's just no way they can compete in their league with a natural, undeniable advantages of male physiology. And someone of the male physiology who's trained in the same, you know, profession or sport that they're in. Like, I mean, you could take an average guy who doesn't know how to swim, and of course they're gonna crush him. But you take a male swimmer who's been swimming their whole lives, they're gonna fucking dominate a woman swimmer. Like, come on. You know what? I don't give a fuck. You can call it biology, call it nature, call it evolution, call it whatever you want to fucking call it. But these ladies are crying and they're in tears because after a lifetime of work, discipline, commitment, dedication, because they now know that they have been kneecapped by an incompetent school administration that is bowing down and bending over to woke politics and social justice. This is an example of the left eating itself. All right, so now we're going to look at some images of this quote-unquote female over the last 5 years. So yeah, starting from 5 years ago, it's pretty obvious to see this is a biological male. Yep, getting a little bit older. This is like, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. Still a biological male. Maybe drinks a little too much soy, but a male nonetheless. Yep, that looks like a male to me. That looks like a male. I mean, from head to toe, that's a male. Am I a bigot? Am I a fucking bigot? No, I'm not a bigot. The bigot is this guy right here. This fucking guy, this male is the bigot because he's the one going into women's sports, women's competitions, and destroying them with a fucking smile on his face because he knows he's fucking cheating. It's cheating. It is fucking cheating. Oh, God damn it. Anyway, okay, so here's another photo of him just a couple years ago. Look at that. He's got a goatee and everything. Look, he's like, oh man, you know why he's smiling? I bet you, Tina, I tell you why he's smiling. Because he's like, I'm about to leave this men's team. I'm going to join the women's team. I'm going to say I'm a woman and I'm going to fucking take the gold medal, baby, because I will not get bronze or silver ever again. I will win the gold medal for the rest of my fucking life, even if I have to say I'm a woman to do it. And so as of 2021, this is the new and improved Leah Thomas. You can clearly see that he grew his hair out. He got an earring. Maybe, the hormone blockers might be working for the facial hair. I can't tell. Maybe a little bit of, I don't know. I don't know makeup very well. But you can tell this is clearly now a woman, a biological woman. Transition complete. You know what I'm saying? This is a complete transition. I mean, shit, you think that's a big smile? Look at those big arms. God damn. Now those are muscles. Those are man muscles. Women don't get those kind of muscles. I think the bone structure is just like. God damn. Did you know that, like, if you were to die today, 1,000,000 years from now, someone digs you up, they can tell exactly what gender you were? Did you know that? They're not going to be like, oh, this was a trans person because they were on the hormones, the blockers. No. They're going to be like, this was a male. Again, I'm not criticizing you for wanting to believe whatever you want to believe, okay? You want to believe you're a woman? Go for it. I'm all for that. You can believe whatever you want. That's the beauty of this country. Believe what you want. For now, anyways. They're trying to change that. But for now, it's believe what you want. But what I am criticizing is when a biological male is taking advantage of women for their own personal net gain. Do you see what I'm saying? It's fucked. All right, this whole thing is fucked. Make your own goddamn trans league, okay? Trans leagues of America, sorry, they don't like America. Trans league of the New World Order or whatever.
So, I mean, that was interesting, you know? How do you feel about what I just read? The news you just processed in your brain. How do you feel about what's going on in the world of women's sports? I mean, if there's effectively no such thing as women's sports anymore, it's all just men's sports. And talk about misogyny, talk about bigotry. You can't even have a safe space for real women. The fuck? So, I mean, I could yap on forever about this, and I probably should, but I won't. So, I'm going to save it until next time. So, until next time, as always, remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and don't forget to go to my merch, Patreon, or my... Don't forget to go to my Patreon and donate as little as $1 a month. Or feel free to go to my CashApp and donate as little as $1 one time. It's super cheap. Or you can go to my merch store at DarthNews.com and buy some merch. That's right. Merch. Buy it. Help me out. Help support the channel. If you want a jacket like this with Darth on it, oh, I got you covered. If you want a beanie, got you, dog. Anyways, it's been real, homies. I'll see you later, bitch.
Hey, it's Darth Lannis, bitch. This one's for all my snowflakes out there. I think it's time you get the fuck off my dick. Back the fuck off my dick. Get the fuck off my dick, bitch. I ain't no queer. You bring that shit around here, we gon' throw fists around here. Didn't you hear?